Manchester United, one of the most popular and successful football clubs in the world, announced its financial results for the fiscal year 2023, which ended on June 30, 2023. The club achieved record revenues of £648.4 million, an increase of 11.2% from the previous year, driven by growth in commercial and matchday revenue. The club secured new sponsorship deals with Adidas and Qualcomm, sold out all-season tickets, and attracted over 400,000 fans to its pre-season summer tour across Asia and North America. However, the club also recorded an operating loss of £11.2 million and a net loss of £28.7 million, mainly due to the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic on broadcasting revenue and player wages. The club also had to pay a £10.5 million penalty to terminate its contract with former manager Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, who was replaced by Zinedine Zidane in May 2023. The club's debt also increased by 16% to £455.5 million, as it borrowed £60 million from its revolving credit facility to cope with the cash flow challenges caused by the pandemic. Despite these challenges, the club's executive vice chairman Ed Woodward expressed his confidence in the future of the club, citing its progress on the pitch and its investment in new players and facilities. The club finished third in the Premier League, qualified for the Champions League, reached the FA Cup final, and won the Carabao Cup in the 2022-23 season. The club also strengthened its men's and women's squads with several new signings, including Mason Mount, Andre Onana, Rasmus Højlund, Johnny Evans and Altay Bayindir for the men's team, and Gemma Evans, Guise de Silva Ferreira, Emma Watson, Hinata Miyazawa, Evie Rabjan, Irene Guerrero, Gabby George, Fallon Tullis-Joyce and Melvine Millard for the women's team. The club also invested in improving its training facilities and stadium infrastructure. For the fiscal year 2024, the club expects to achieve a record revenue of £650 million to £680 million and an adjusted EBITDA of £140 million to £165 million. The club also hopes to challenge for major trophies under Zidane's leadership and to continue to grow its fan base and brand value around the world.
One of the most iconic football clubs in the world. Fans of the Red Devils have long been concerned about the club's staggering debt, which currently stands at over £400 million. But in recent months, a potential savior emerged in the form of Sheikh Jassim, a wealthy Middle Eastern businessman with a net worth of £7.5 billion. The Glazers, on the other hand, acquired Man United in 2005 through a controversial leveraged buyout, burdening the club with massive debt. This debt has left the club struggling to invest in players and infrastructure, much to the disappointment of fans. Sheikh Jassim's proposed £7.5 billion takeover has ignited hope among supporters, promising to wipe out the club's debt and provide funds for future investments. His financial resources could potentially catapult Manchester United back to the top of the footballing world. However, it's not all smooth sailing. The Glazers are fiercely opposed to relinquishing their ownership of the club and have vowed to fight any takeover attempt tooth and nail. They argue that they have made substantial investments during their tenure and have been transparent with the fans about the club's financial situation. The battle for control of Manchester United hangs in the balance, with fans eagerly awaiting the outcome. Will Sheikh Jassim's deep pockets prevail, or will the Glazers maintain their grip on the famous club? Only time will tell, but one thing is clear: Manchester United's future hangs in the balance.